Hi guys, welcome to Windsome Cottage Garden. My name is Hannah and I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. We are in the cottage garden once more, and today we're going to be focusing on doing up some annual pots. Now, not too long ago we actually did the pots on our front porch, which we filled with pansies, and we had some ferns growing in them. We're going to pull those out. The pansies have bounced and are looking cute, but it's starting to get hot and they're fizzling a little bit. And rather than wait for them to bounce one more time, we got some beautiful begonias that I'm excited to get planted and see how they develop throughout the season. We'll also be spending some time on the deck pots. Now, in the past, we have had probably 6, 7, 8 pots up there. And we're doing a slightly more minimalistic approach this year. We are only going to be doing 4, as well as our green stock. So we will be getting those set up in this video as well. The first thing I need to do, my brother Sean is going to be popping in and out as he is moving pots around for me, because bending is still not the best thing for me at the moment. I injured myself. I feel like I'm a broken record. I injured myself a long time ago and it's been very slow to recover, but I'm starting physical therapy next week because I don't think it's going to get better on its own. And now it's time to up it a notch so it can get better. But he is helping me with some of the bending. Especially early in the morning, the bending isn't easy, but by the end of the day, I'm a little bit better at the up and down. And it's morning right now, so he is doing the bending for me, for which I am grateful. So we need to find some spots for the ferns that we have, then we can get those planted as well. Let me figure out where we're going to get those, then I'll get you guys set up. We'll go through and probably do all the pots in the front before heading over to the deck. At the end, we'll do a big roundup with all the different varieties we're using. Now this is what the pots are currently looking like. This fern, which is just a fern we pulled out from over there, in the last couple years has stayed smaller. This year, it's not quite the right scale anymore. But it's a good fern, it's putting out babies, and I think we're gonna stick this on the side of the house. The pots have been emptied. One is gonna get planted there. I put some pansies here. We'll just pop in. I think they'll get eaten, but might as well stick them down. Maybe they'll self-seed. And we're gonna put the last one here. I'll probably do that in a different video because I've got some other stuff that I need to do in this bed. So check back if you want to see that. But for now, let's get the pots planted. a new day, and I wanted to quickly show you what we finished yesterday before the heavens open up. If you saw a video we did earlier this week, I was outside when it literally started pouring. And I still have some things to do today before I head back home, so hopefully I can get everything done. But before I dive into that, I thought I would give you a closer look at the pots we planted because they are looking so cute. I think these pots up in the front are my favorite combination we've done ever. Starting over here, this is gonna do a little bit more. We thought we had picked up something to go around the edge of it, but then when we got here we realized it was not going to look as good as it did because it needed a little more sun. So right now we just have a fern and some vinca. We're going to add something else in shortly once we pick it up. The rain is starting early. I was supposed to have a gap and I don't. You can see some pretty things, some of which are going to my house, including this beauty, which you'll learn more about soon. And I also did, I know in a recent video, I was like, I might get some more Atlas roses. I did. I found 2. So I've got a plan for those. They're going to my house. But look at these beautiful, beautiful pots. We did something a little bit different here than we've done the last couple of years. And we got 4 different color begonias that all work together, as well as this beautiful fern. Now this fern, I am not sure what it is. It just said fern on the tag. I actually bought this last year from the same place to try and turn it into a house plant, and it did not get enough water. Was not very happy with me, but we're gonna try it out here, see if it likes this spot better. It's an unusual fern. If you guys know what it's called, please enlighten us. I love the foliage on it. It's just such a stunner. And what we've done in the 2 pots, one right here and one right there on either side, we couldn't really pick which one, and all of these kind of go together in such a pretty way that I think they're going to look great. This one is a Portofino Citrix begonia. Oh, I got a little... that is like a pretty yellow with like apricot-y tinges. Then we have 2 different peach ones. I am pretty sure this one, which has got such beautiful yellow, and look at this bud, like it's very orangey peach apricot, and then when it opens it's got that vibrant yellow center. I'm pretty sure this is a Selena apricot begonia. This one right here is a fragrant falls peach begonia, which again, as it opens up, it'll lose some petals. They get like lighter as they age. And in the back, we added a non-stop white begonia that puts on a little bit more height, but adds this like bright pop. And our little bike, I think it is, stopped raining enough for me to pop out here. We only did 3 because we didn't think 4 would fit. But as I back up, let me see if I can get everything in here. Don't those just look so pretty? Ugh, we had some yellow plants. We're gonna see if we can get some hanging fuchsia, like a white one that we can just tuck in. It won't do a lot of flowering, but it'll do some. And then this, I think, would look so pretty. I can't wait to see these bulk up. Look at this one. We popped the white in front here. And actually, it looks really good with the roses. That won't do well. And more pretty things that need to get planted elsewhere. And actually, I'm gonna move this onto the ground and out of the rain shadow so it can get watered. This is the exact same. Now this guy got a little dry, so there was a couple bits of new growth that I'm actually gonna just pinch off because it's not gonna come back. But it rebounded pretty well. And I can't wait to see these bulk up. Man, it really doesn't want me to film today. Lame. This wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, on the deck, you saw, we got a couple different things set up. My mom came out and helped me. A raised garden bed we got from Gardener Supply. We purchased a couple years ago. And we had a lot of things come back. We had some marigold self-seed. We had tarragon, which has lived 2 or 3 years in here. So we got a couple basil plants. We got some parsley. And just kind of filled this spot up. Then, these are plants we actually took from over here when we were doing the Houtunia bed. And they're just living up here this summer, so we make sure we didn't get any Houtunia with them. And then we will replant them. This bed, Alyssum self-seeded. It was looking good. We're just going to leave it. And then we did 2 big pots, including this one. And this one is for hummingbirds. And in it, we have a Vermillionaire from Proven Winners, which you can tell by the shape that the hummingbirds love. Then we have two lantanas, a bright yellow, and these guys, which are so cool. These are the ones that we originally bought for the back or the front, but we realized they needed more sun. They're called a mimulus. And I think that they kind of blend beautifully, as well as some lobelia. This is called Hot Blue Crest lobelia. Let's see, we got the green stalks done as well. They needed some cleaning out. We had some snapdragons that self-seeded, a couple of ranunculus that overwintered, and we left those. This one is almost all lettuce. The bottom, we planted some smaller zinnias and alyssums. We have a dog who likes to come and eat the bottom bits. So we did things she won't eat, like mustard greens, alyssum, zinnias on the bottom. This one is kale, as well as some additional herbs, like we have, I think this is oregano. Yeah, oregano, dill, sage. I'm trying to remember, this is salad mix that we put up here. We've got cilantro because my mom hates it, so she wanted it in a place she wouldn't mistake it for parsley. More kale, as well as some thyme. And then here is one that is entirely blue lake bush beans because we really, really like those and didn't preserve enough last year. Then we have two urns that are exactly the same with that hot spot blue crest, as well as a variegated vinca. And the bull's egg red geraniums I started from seed. They're very small. I'm hoping they kind of bulk up quickly. So we have one of those, two of those. Our Munstead wood rose is looking a little bedraggled right now. It needs some love. It's probably going to be its last year in this pot. We're probably going to plant it out either in the fall or in the early spring. But this is the last pot we did. So we purchased, even though I said recently that we need to cut back on our dahlias, we purchased a red dahlia, which is really pretty. Then we have a bright yellow nemesia. This is a Sunsatia lemon, as well as a sparkling amethyst verbena. Two plants called Blew My Mind, which will be really pretty. And I am really being rained on. Back outside where the rain, which was only supposed to start in like 2 or 3 hours and sprinkle, but it has been going at least an hour and a half quite heavily and is supposed to continue quite heavily for the next couple hours. So I guess we're going to have to pause and watch an England game before we can go back outside. But I'm glad that I got to show you this project that we finished earlier with my mom, and my brother was also helping a little bit. I'm excited to see how those pots bulk up throughout the year. We cut back a little bit. Normally we do probably twice the amount of pots on the deck, but we thought this year, as we're focusing on other projects, we wanted some color, and we're really intentional about the color, but not overwhelming ourselves and just enjoying the deck and the space it provides as we kind of decide what pots we want that where, especially with the tree and the plants that we have that we're kind of summering over on the deck and enjoying. So I hope you enjoyed this video and getting to see some of the plant combinations we did. We did do really bright stuff that we're hoping the hummingbirds enjoy, because we do have a lot of hummingbirds that come in and live here during the summer. And so hopefully they enjoy those, and we'll get to see them up near the deck. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I really appreciate you joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.